Sorry guys, I almost forgot. I'm gonna have to make a part two continued because there's two more movies I haven't talked about yet. The Police Lineage and Escape from Mogadishu. Let's start with the Police Lineage. Police Lineage, I think the story was clever. It was kind of confusing at first. Um, I guess the story is about a young police officer trying to fit in with the police, and I guess he went undercover to surveillance another police group that does the same thing, but they do it in like illegal sort of manner, like to get the job done, like take bribes and like just they're just like trying to complete the mission, but in a more illegal way. And the young police officer, he was thinking, is he is he gonna do right by legally, um, how do I say the word, legally tell on them and report them, or get along with them, is mostly the main plot point of the story. And there were some parts that were interesting, like when the action scenes popped up, it was really choreographed really well, and it had a lot of tension and impact. But when there's like scenes where it's mostly drama, like I kind of wanted more from that drama aspect. Like you got like there's some dialogue that's a little bit boring, and there's some dialogue that is amazing and it fits the main plot point of the story. And the ending, I wanted a little bit more. To be honest, I felt like it was lacking something. It was lacking another additional scene. It was lacking something that can wrap up this whole thing. What they're building up to, like what they're building up to, it's getting better and better and better. And then when you hit the ending, you're like, oh, I wanted something to like complete that package, and we didn't get it. We got some, we got some good gun play scenes in the end, like gun, like uh, gun sequence, and we got some good choreograph with some martial arts. Well, I wouldn't say it's martial arts. I say it's more like a beat 'em up type scenes, action sequences, which is pretty good. When the action sequences pop up, it's amazing, and the gun sequence and chase scenes and crash scenes. But when we hit to the dialogue, I can admit it gets a little boring. Sometimes it gets a little clever and intelligent, and you're like, yes, it's building up to something. It's building up to something. Then when you reach the end, you're like, oh. No, the for the characters, that's for the story. The characters, they were likable. Park Woo Shik, the main character, he was he was the star of the show, I believe. Yes, and also the other guy, the guy that takes care of the missions illegally, he is also the star of the show as well. They both made the movie. They both carried the movie basically. If they don't have those two actors and those two characters, I feel like it wouldn't work that well. But we have them, so yeah, they were kind of the main part of the thing. And then we have some gangs, some clans, some police, and then we have the other side of police. And yeah, overall, nobody died in this film. Well, some people died in this film, but the side characters. But mostly, our main characters, they get injured and then they come back, and then they get injured and then they come back, and then yeah. So this movie, What do I rate it? This is hard for me to rate Police Lineage. I don't know what I rated last time. I was thinking between a 6 or a 7. I'm gonna go with a 6. It needed a little bit more. It, it's above average film, in my opinion. Yeah, it needed a little bit more to get into the 7 range. Next, we have Escape from Megalodouche. That film, I could already say to you the score. That film is a 9 out of 10. The reason for that is the concept, the story. It's like how the diplomats from North and South, how are they going to escape? I don't know which country their escape is. It I think it's Afghanistan or something, or I forgot where it was, but they like them trying to escape was the most interesting part of this film, and how they handle this sort of tension with the political countries fighting, and how are they going to escape. And there's a lot of good action sequences in this film, chase car sequences, communication sequences, like even the dialogue in this movie is it's it gives you wrapped up. It's like you're like, oh, what's gonna happen next? And it's awesome. The story is about South Korea's diplomats. They go into this country to negotiate. I forgot which country it was they're trying to negotiate with, and it didn't work out, and they stayed there. And then suddenly, that country had a political riot because they want to overthrow the leader monarchy, and then things go south, and the South has to escape, and also the North as well. And it focuses more on the South and North Korean relations. I don't want to dive more into that, um, but the relationship, it fits. It makes sense, and I should say how they wrap it all up and how they combine it together. It felt it felt like an epic movie, and that makes it all. And the characters was really like they really know how to act, and they were like I wouldn't say that yeah they acted really well, and they know where they're going, and yeah, and it does have some emotions. And there's one guy, he was from the North Korea, and I didn't want him to die, but he ended up dying. He was almost about to escape the country. And yeah, just seeing the South and North Korea at the end of the movie separate and go their separate ways while they communicate, it made sense, but it made me heartbroken. Like I feel for them, you know. I feel for them because they have different cultural views and inputs, and you know, makes sense. And yeah, this movie deserves a 9 out of 10. It's amazing. Go watch it. For these two movies, The Police Lineage is still in theaters for CGV cinemas. So if you want to go watch um, The Police Lineage, now's your chance to go to CGV cinemas. If you want to have, if you want to, like, you know, uh, if you're curious about it. And then for Escape from Megalodouche, you could rent it at Vicky Rakuten, or you could rent it in Amazon or any other provider that has it. But mostly it's in Vicky Rakuten, or I don't know how to spell. I don't know how to pronounce Rakuten. Yeah, Rakuten, and Amazon. So yeah, those are my two spoiler reviews for these two Korean movies, and I hope you like it and get ready for part 3. Bye.